After running through the regular season undefeated, De La Salle looks to now make a run to a state championship. The Cavaliers open up the Division II postseason tonight with a quarterfinal matchup against Hannan. The Hawks earned their first playoff win last week in their first year in the Division II playoffs. Out to Pan American Stadium for this one, and De La Salle came out firing in the opening play. Kendo Collins gets to the outside, and he's gone. 51 yards into the crib, 7-zip Cavaliers. Let's move 3 minutes into this one. The Cavs striking again in playoff form, if you will. And it's Collins again, takes the handoff, and he gets a second rushing touchdown of the game. This one from 5 yards out, 14-0 De La Salle. Cavaliers would go up 3 scores all before the end of the first quarter. Collins with the hat trick. This one a 55-yard scamper to the crib. De La Salle rushes for 8 touchdowns tonight as the Cavaliers advance to the Division II semifinals 52-14. They'll face St. Thomas More next Friday. The Newman Greenies open up the Division III playoffs tonight with the quarterfinal game against St. Thomas Aquinas. Greenies strike first. Martin Butcher goes to the air, connects with Murray Calhoun for the 40-yard hookup. Newman out in front, 7-0. Next drive for the Greenies. Butcher down the sideline. Dylan Hill, check this out, a one-handed juggling catch on the sideline, and then has the wherewithal to pick up a few more yards after that. Keeps Newman in business on this drive. Later in the drive, Butcher and Hill hook up again, 30-yard pitch and catch for 6. Newman looked impressive in his playoff opener as the Greenies cruise to a 37-7 win over the Falcons. All right, like I promised you, a great one in our game of the week tonight. The top seed in Class 4A, Edna Karr, taking on a familiar opponent in Carver. Let's head out to Algiers and join Andrew Doak live at Berman Stadium with more on the showdown between Karr and Carver. Andrew?
Well, the battle's still going on here, the battle of the bands. Edna Karr and Carver won't leave the field, deservedly so. This was an absolute thriller of a game. Edna Karr went up as quickly as 21-0. It looked much like their game against Buckeye last week. They were in complete control. But Carver just wouldn't go away. And something Bryce Brown said after, that's representative of the 9th Ward. They just don't go away, and that's how this game ended up. Karr and Carver shot at the quarterfinals on the line. The last time these two teams met, Karr walking away the winner, 35-6. Up 7 right now, knocking on the door again at the 15. And it's Skylar Perry dime alert. 15-yard reception by J-High Howard. 14-zip Cougs. Back out came the Rams, trying to create something, anything, but the snap shoots past Isaiah Hurst. Jameel Jackson is there for the easy scoop and score. Karr looking like the #1 team in 4A, up 21-0. Finally, Carver gets the jolt they needed, though. Gary Young on the return, finding a crease down the left side, and see you later. 83-yard kickoff return from Gary Young. Touchdown. And the Rams are on the board. The defense finally holding tough, and a few drives later, Yahtzee. Isaiah Hurst gets to the pylon. It's now a 7-point game. Carver trailing just 14-21. And the offense continues to roll for the Rams. A frozen rope from Hurst to LaFarius LK Jr., and it's 21 up at the half. In the second half, Carver let them know one more time they came to play. 41 yards up the middle for Isaiah Hurst, and he hits pay dirt. 28 unanswered from Carver. They take a 28-21 lead. Jump to the fourth quarter now, and Perry throws it up for grabs. Anthony Spurlocks high points it, and he's got 6. 32-yard pitch and catch. Karr recaptures the lead, 34-28. Isaiah Hurst was in and out in the second half with bruised ribs, checks back in at QB, and immediately a game changer again, spins it 34 yards on the money to Gary Young, and the Rams take back the lead 35-34. Just over 3 to play. Carver had a chance to close it out on offense, but they give it back to Karr, and Perry comes through with a 55-yard touchdown bomb. That gives Karr the lead. And the final nail in the coffin for Carver, Karr goes on to win 40-35 over the Rams. That Carver probably wouldn't be one for moral victories, but when you earn respect for your name, that's certainly what they did here tonight against Edna Karr, who's obviously going for back-to-back state titles. I asked Coach Brown after the game, isn't that representative of just how hard it is to be able to repeat? We weren't able to run his post game, but he expanded upon just how hard it is to be able to get back to the Dome. This is just another stepping stone in being able to do that. We'll have more scores around the area coming up here in just a second. But until then, here in Algiers, Andrew Doak for 4th Down Friday. Make sure and stick with us after the break.